Morning. It's Morning Star. Welcome. Welcome. Take some deep breaths in. Archangels of love and light, who's willing to cleanse us of our auric field. Tapping into God's source energy in the great I am. Diving deep into middle mother guy earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back up into the great I am. Breathe. Blue angels, please come. All that is, thank you. Kuan Yin, Mama, Mother Mary. Tai Chica Diana Galactica. Lord Drake, Merlin. Breathe. Saint Germain. Higher Council. Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus. Archangels. Shaman. Big Eye. Grandmother, Grandfather, and Big Chief. And so it is. Alrighty. Let's have a talk. Have you been going through it? I don't know. I don't know where to look. I don't know where the camera thing is. I don't know where to see the exact. It doesn't matter. Are you going through it? So there's a few things that. Okay, grandmother's coming around. Okay, help. Thank you, some star beings. Pleiades that are connected to Ashgar Command. I see a very tall blue, Pleiadian, I'm not sure what your name is, sir. Male, dark indigo blue. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, and settling the energy down. Okay, so many of us light workers are going through it. It's a total annihilation of self. It's a total annihilation of flesh. Breathe. If you haven't dealt with your shit, if you want to go any higher, you have to look at your shit. And in doing the shadow work, so many times it's like, we don't want to see it. It's kind of like, I experienced it, I went through it, but the fuck I want to look at it again, right? It's done, it's in the past. Breathe, but yet, because we haven't acknowledged, we haven't acknowledged, they'll keep bringing, like, sometimes I'd go through days where it'd be like a imagery or something from my past, and I'm like, what? I've dealt with this shit. Why do I have to see this one more fucking time? One more time. Breathe. And they just showed me like a cave. A cave with like dirt walls that they're, like it's going in deeper the next time. Lots of times, they'll use an onion as peeling the layers back. This time it's a cave and going into that red soft dirt. And one more time excavating. Breathe one more time excavating. Breathe one more time excavating. Feeling light diamond energy coming around like a half circle, semicircle around the feet, making an arc. And I'm saying olive plants of peace, olive branches of peace. Oto ishiset. Otno no chichikatea mo ichiata easha sahoto. So, okay, here's the gist. Here's the simple truth. Acknowledge it. If they're trying to show you something, step out of the immediate, you're in it, to the third person, breathe, and then look at it as if you're watching a movie. Okay? You're watching a movie, you're seeing yourself in the situation. You're seeing yourself either being abused by a parent or being sexually abused by an uncle, or you're being hit by your husband, or your children are being nasty and talking mean to you, or your boss, or whoever, whatever caused you severe trauma, look at it from the third person back here. Here, it's still too close. Breathe. Still, it's like, no, bring it out. Bring it out. The quickest way to get through this shit is to come out to the third person, look at what's going on, acknowledge it, sit with it, breathe with it, acknowledge it. You can say something like, I forgive you, the person that's doing this, and I forgive me. Breathe. And then send it on to source and let them deal with it. That is the quickest way to deal with shadow work. Now, what happens in dealing with us as humans? What happens in dealing with us as... So it's at times we are our own worst enemy, our own arch enemy, self-sabotage. You could go through a plethora of all of these, highly sophisticated psychoanalysis words, right? But the gist of it is owning it, seeing it, forgiving it, and letting it go. That is the fucking total process. And we go through a rigmarole of fucking losing sleep. It's affecting our physical body. It's affecting our mental state. It's affecting how it's almost like we have a sign on our head that any family member, or it's like hurt me. Yeah, I deserve this. Hurt me. Because I have gone through all of this shit, all of it. I remember one time when I was going through counseling years ago, and I asked the guy, I said, do I have a kick me sign on my forehead to hurt me? Like, am I just out here for people to say anything that they want to say to me, do anything that they want to do to me? Siphoning your power, siphoning whoever, who you are. So the next word they're bringing up is ownership. And when you own something, then you've taken your power back. When you have owned the situation and you've owned it, you've looked at it, you're looking at it, you're looking at all aspects of it. It could be horrible. I mean, it could be something as simple as a slight, or, sometimes our closest friends, and even family members, they know how to put a knife in you quick. They know how to, like, ha, isn't this funny? But they just fucking stabbed you, right? You're just like, what? And I have called a couple of my friends out when they've done that. And I'm like, did you mean this? Because this is how it affected me. So that's also the other thing, is learning to stand up for yourself and to speak at these people in the physical to tell them, you're hurting me. You got to stop this. Warning, cannonball shot off the bow of the ship. Warning, don't do it again. You've been warned. If that person continues, and you allow them in your life to continue that's on you. That's on you. That's your responsibility. But when you put up the warning, put up the stop, told them to stop it. This hurt me. If you allow them to, that's on you. But if you tell them to stop, then guess what you have to do? You have to block them. You have to delete them. You have to cut them out of your life and send them back to source. You have to cut them out, because they will continue. They're not in the highest light. They are your lower entities. They're manipulating them. They're manipulating their actions. They're manipulating their words. It's like it's like, it's like a filter that this person says to you, and then something comes in and goes, ugh, and then it really hits you or it really affects you. And that person might think, why is that person being so emotional? Why? Like, oh my God, is she such a flake that she can't, handle the truth? It's like, nah, let's erase all that. Let's erase all that. So you have the power. You have the power. There have been many, many times over the last couple of months that I've gone to bed wishing that I don't wake up in the morning. That's how hard I have been slayed, annihilated. Ego is tied up with a lot of fear, false evidence appearing real, right? There's some aspects of ego that needs to stay around, and maybe I want to disconnect the ego and to say, let's do that. Let's disconnect the ego. Let's set it over here. And as you step into who you are fully, as you present yourself to the great I am, the archangels, your guides, your ancestors on the other side. When you step into that anointing and you step into that power, nobody can fuck with you anymore. They just fucking can't. And if, say you're in business matters, I've been dealing with a lot of legal stuff. I've been dealing with a lot of attorneys and stuff. I've been having to call out a lot of using my voice. They think I am a flippin', the worst word. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. I've had to fight for myself. Fight. And I've gone to war, and I've gone to battle. I had to fight to get this house that I'm living in. I have to fight. I had to fight to get the blessings that are in my life. I had to go to war with my sword and my word. So as you become empowered, you're not afraid to say shit to anybody anymore. I was joking with a girlfriend the other day. I'm going to take a sip of coffee real quick. And it's kind of like, we finally reached that fried green tomatoes era where it's like, I don't know if you remember that scene in the movie where those girls cut the lady off in her big old convertible, and they're like, and, she's like, hey, you took my parking space. I don't know exactly how it all worked out, but the two brats were just like, nah. And she's like, well, I got more money and I got more insurance. So what'd she do? She backed her car out like 7 times and slammed their car. So yes, it's like I have reached the age where it's just like, I just don't take any shit off anybody about anything anymore. Anything. Anything. I call that out immediately. And sometimes you might be in a conversation or something might have taken place and you didn't initially get a check. But then as you remunerate and you go back over it and you kind of feed through the energy of a dialogue and conversation, you're like, whoa, right here, I could have spoken up and said my voice. I could have, they did a right there. I could feel the energy of it. They did a right there. It's like, okay, well, wisdom for the next time to watch out for that to shut it down. Can I? Okay, so I was in a Zoom call the other day with 2 attorneys and my own personal attorney. I was talking about something that is a big dream of mine that I want to see accomplished, hopefully within the next year. And when I spoke it out to the new person, the new attorney, the current attorney looked down and smiled. I interrupted the Zoom. We're all in 3 different places, not in the same room. We're all in 3 different places. I immediately stopped And I said to that man, my own attorney, I said, excuse me, sir, do you find something funny about that? I said, because you know what? I can read people, and I read people very good. And that's exactly what I said. I interrupted the meeting, and that's exactly what I said. I stood up for myself right then. I can read. I have gone through the stuff that I have gone through because of the trauma and dealing with an alcoholic father. You already know you can read the room. You are already a high functioning sensitive. You are already a light worker, but as children growing up in certain environments, you read the room. You know the energy. You know the energy. You know when someone's or someone walks in and you're like, ooh, you automatically know. Discernment, but it's gifting. It's being an empath. It's an intelligence officer in the highlight in the light realm. All right, so where are we going next? So when your guides and that you know and trust, right? Discernment of what they're showing you. You've worked with these beings. You've worked with your guides, your archangels, Yahshua, God, whoever, whatever you want to call it, God. So there's a trust there. You trust the energy that's being displayed for you, whether it's in a dream, an open-eyed vision, a vision upon waking, something that just they keep, you'll see it in a movie. You'll see it in something, or you'll, whatever. They'll keep bringing it back around. They will until you fucking acknowledge it. So just fucking acknowledge it. Instead of being right here and meshed in it, get yourself removed out of it. Cut the work, do the work, cut it. Send it back to source. Go on back, breathe. Look at it from the third person. And do what I suggested earlier. Forgive that person. And then what? Forgive yourself. Because you, at times, have also been the evil person that's done things. Whether it's in this time or in past lifetimes. Man, when they're cleaning shit up, when they're cleaning that house, they're not just dealing with this lifetime. They are going back generations upon generations upon generations. Breaking curses, breaking things off your bloodlines, okay? So it's not just here and now, it's going back. They're going back. There's like, I see the Akashic Records like a fan just going and opening up. And it's like, yep, they're going back. They're going on back all through all of that, through all the Akashic Records. Breathe. Why? Because you have a job to do here and now. Soldier, warrior, high priestess, empress, whatever fits the high calling that is on your life, chosen one. It's in all of our hearts to be the best. And you can even get caught up on that word. And then there's nothing as far as that. It's just, I think it boils down to having your heart open and laid bare before God's source energy and the great I am. They're making it pliable. Lots of time. It's taking years of healing. When you look at the heart, my heart, finally get to it. Here it is. Once again, I offer it up. It's raining, hold on. it's taken years to get down to the flesh of the heart, the heartbeat. To breathe life. They breathe life over this heart that has gone through so much. So if you've lost your mind, it's normal. If you are feeling the symptoms of all of the things that are, hitting the earth, whatever, all of the charts, all of the stuff that you see, you could be getting headaches out of the blue for whatever, Ascension symptoms, right? Yeah. They're taking us all somewhere. The prophets have glimpses. We've gotten glimpses of where they're taking us. We all can imagine what the 5D is. So okay, well, what's the 12th dimension look like? I mean, I can say it. I've been there a few times. Yeah, to experience it, to see it, to feel the energy, and I'm sure you have too. If you don't do this work and take it very seriously, and it is your life's mission, no matter if you work at McDonald's, but yet this is who you are in your life mission, is to go into those realms, and they'll show you. And lots of times it's not like, oh, I am deciding today I'm going to go to the 12th dimension. No. My guide or someone would show up, and next thing you know, I am journeying through the universe. I'm timelines, it's like oh, anyway, I can't even remember that damn movie, but anyway, like Jodie Foster, right? She's gone through the wormholes, right? And it's kind of like that. You're kind of like going through, and then you're like, wow, this feels really nice. And it feels so wonderful and so nice that you don't want to come back. You want to stay there. You can get so deep in meditation and so high. I don't want to come back. So from being in that realm, and as Master Kosa is taking that realm and then bringing it into your everyday life, that you are walking and existing in that realm, whether you're going to Walmart, the grocery store, there's a lot of people suffering out there. I was in line at the store yesterday, and the checkout woman was an elderly person, and she had skin cancer so bad, her whole nose, her arms, and I prayed for her right there in the line. It's like when you have compassion for people that are paying, it doesn't matter where the fuck you are. You see them, and it's like, why, God? Why are they suffering? Why do they have to suffer? Her whole body and face was being eaten up by. To have compassion for the suffering. If I could take a wand and wave it across the atmospheres. I guess it is atmospheres. For health, healing, prosperity. And I'm not talking money, just money and prosperity. I am talking about prosperity in all aspects of your life, in your health,
in your wealth, in your mentality, in your friendships, in your whoever you come across with, that it is a prosperous, joyous life filled with miracles, filled with the miraculous. You know what I think is miraculous is when a hawk flies in right in front of me out here. That's a miracle to me. When I see the red cardinals, or I come out in the evening and just sitting quietly and I hear the owls hoot. To me, that's heaven. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the whole entire world. So if you're going through it and you're losing your shit, you've already lost your shit, you might even be having thoughts of suicide, please don't, because you're going to come right back around and go through the process anyway. So just, if you can, get yourself out of the... Back it up, third person, breathe, look at it, really look at it and own it. If they're showing you something, fucking own it. Get it done and get it over with. I forgive you and I forgive you. And then you can take your hands like that and send it off back to source and let them deal with it. I'm seeing blue sapphire crystals coming in around diamonds. And when I see the crystals, they're like, they're huge. They're like, we are going to make it. We are going to make it. We are going to step into the fields of harvest that we have sown for years and years and years and years. Some of us, light workers, are loners, and we're loners for a reason. They've had to do they've isolated us for a reason. Now, if you are a light worker and you are part of a tribe and you meet weekly or, whatever, and you're dancing and you're doing all of this really cool stuff, kudos to you. Kudos to you. If you have found your tribe, kudos to you. That's stinking cool. That's stinking cool. You might not be going through this. Maybe you're just loving light, man. Loving light. Well, yeah, we need that too. Just loving light, peace, joy, loving light, man, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're going through it, the only way out is to own it. Own it. Own your shit so you can get out. Own it, or it'll circle back around. It will. And if you really are not owning it, not only will it circle back around, but you will be physically put into situations where you are reliving it again. Do you really want to do that? Is that really your choice? Is that your choice? It can be your choice. It really can be. And some people have chosen that, and they have just spun out to nothing. It could have been, and it's just nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. When we look around, thank you, felt the gold energy come in and wrap around. So I'm hearing serendipitous. So I am praying for serendipitous happenings, serendipitous expeditions. I'm quoting what I'm hearing grandmother saying over there. I'm hearing words like grandeur, prolific, stoic, laughter, breathe, freedom, and then joy. And enjoy. Can't buy it. It has to come from within.
within. Joy. Has to bubble up. Out. All right. I think that's it, guys. Is that it? All right. An arrow has just come through. Yes. Oto shikatea no moto chikatea na ishia na takaiyo to shatea. Nia makai chika no hutai shishisha na ete hupatana eti chichiotea. Ateti yashishasha te titiamo. Anati shishi locking in mechanisms. It's like a great lock that all of the mechanisms have to fit just right for the key to unlock the door. Step through the door. Step through. It's already yours. All right. Morning star. Peace out.